Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So I'm still working on Barbara's order, so thanks for joining me today. I have 2 more things she wants. This should be the end for a while, but I'm sure she'll order again soon. So she wants another Hippo, remember I said yesterday, but she wants this one with my rose gold metallic alcohol ink. This is by Reese. I cannot find the link, and this one is from Hobby Lobby is where I got it. Now, she also wants this jar I just did the other day. Remember how beautiful it turned out? Well, look at this picture on the screen. This is the screenshot she sent me of the colors that she wants poured with my split cup. So here's the split cup. I'm using the 3 colors, and here's the colors that I chose to go with that photo. What do you think? Close? I think so. So this should be really pretty, beautiful, and bright. The other one I did was very subtle and soft. So, are you ready to get started? This holds 8 ounces. This holds almost 2. So, I'm going to mix up, I guess, 10 ounces in my big mixer. So, I will be right back. I've got it all mixed up and split 2 ounces here, and the rest split equally 3 ways in these cups. This one is called Fuchsia. All 3 are by Let's Resin. This one is called Dark Blue, and this one is called Orchid. So if you like these colors, they all came in that 60 pack that I got. Still working through them all. I just opened the Fuchsia up today, like right now, so I've never used the Fuchsia before. These other 2 were open, but not much was missing, so I must have done something small at one point with them. So just mix your colors really well, and then I'm going to stick them in the vacuum chamber as usual. We don't want any micro bubbles forming in anything. I need a paper towel. I go through more paper towels in this room because I'm always wiping stuff. I did clean out my cup already, so I don't forget. I like to reuse those big ones as much as humanly possible before I throw it away. It's such a good quality, heavy-duty plastic cup that has the numbering on the sides. That mixer comes with a silicone cup, but I can barely read the numbers on it now after a while, so I went back to using it on my disposable cups that I can read the numbers on. So as soon as all my disposable cups are gone, which I'm making them last, I will use the silicone cup before I have to buy any. Check your colors on your stick. This one I think can use a little bit more. And it's got like a color tint to it. You see that? A little color shift. Is that what it says? Nope, this one doesn't say color shift, but it does look like it's got a little bit of one with a purple tint to it. I want to put a little more in just so I can't see my stick. And you'll know that you have enough mica in here. Now this is the epoxy resin. You can have 40 to 50 minutes of work time. And I think I'm going to pour the jar last just because I would like it to thicken up more than the Hippo, because I don't want all the colors merging together from the split cup. So I'm going to pour it last and just let it sit here the longest. Let me move these. And as they sit there waiting for you, you will see if any powder is going to rise to the surface that you need to mix in again. If not, you're good to go. Just make sure you monitor your vacuum chamber when you put colorings or glitters or glue into your resin and then in the vacuum chamber, because it tends to bubble higher. And you may have to release the pressure a little bit. So don't walk away or you will have a mess to clean up, and that is not fun. I did it one time and I won't do that again. It only takes once to figure out terrible mistakes. All right, this is the alcohol ink. I put a little ball bearing into this one. Any of these metallics need to be shaken really well. I just stick a little ball bearing in them, and you're trying to get all this junk off the bottom when you're mixing it. So that little ball bearing sure helps a lot. It also helps in like the sinker whites if you're doing Petri effects. Stick a ball bearing in. You can get a whole bag of like 100 for just a couple dollars. See, now it's all off the bottom. I'm gonna go ahead and drip it in. I don't count my drops. I just squirt. And this stuff does not smell the best. I don't know what they put in there, but they don't smell that great. That should be good. It's going to be poured deep, so you don't really have to test something deep on a paper towel to see the color, because you're going to be seeing it just like it is in the cup, because that's basically how deep it's going to be. But if you're pouring it really thin, then you would take it and put it on a paper towel if you're pouring it thin, and then that's the color you would get if you were pouring it thin. But since we're not pouring it thin, I'm leaving it like that. All right, I will meet you over at the vacuum chamber. And like I said, this one gave me the most problems. It was going to bubble over 2 times. If I was not standing there, it would have been all over the bottom of that vacuum chamber. So I'm just going to spray it with alcohol. Pour a little bit in. Squish around the ears, make sure it's in there. And then fill her up. And that one's got a nice little dome on his bottom. We're gonna set that aside. There's just a couple drips left in there. Okay, so for here, I'm going to pour this in the split cup. Let's see, we'll do purple in the middle, since it's the darkest. Oh look, it's all gonna fit. That's good. And I'm going based off my other video saying 8 ounces, so I hope I was correct, because I didn't watch the whole thing to see if I changed my mind at the end. Otherwise, I will be mixing up more. And then pink. Don't have as much room in the sides as you do the middle, so I'm not going to scrape. And then we got the blue. Okay. I am going to spray my mold to stop any bubbles from potentially forming in here. I'm just gonna squish it all down in there. This has a lot of little crevices on the sides. And then we're just gonna pour. And I'm going to kind of swirl it in here. And look at this, I am not going to have enough for the lid. You've got to be kidding me. I guess I should have watched the whole video, because the jar holds 8 ounces. So I need to mix up some more for this lid. Unbelievable. All right, guys, well, I guess I'll be right back. Let's try this again. There's nothing worse than being an ounce of resin short. Nothing. I can't think of anything worse than that. All right, here we go. I need to get the purple to come. There we go. Oh, look at that. I'm not even going to be short. I'm not even going to have extra. So this held way more than I expected. So I'm guessing it held 10 ounces, 11 ounces. Keep that in mind if you get this mold, because I do have to scrape this to get it domed. So all of you who enjoy the extras, it ain't happening today, because I could have used another ½ ounce. But it will be fine. It's just not domed. That just means I'm going to have to trim it when I take it out. I am scraping every last drop. So figure 11 ounces. All right, that's it. So we're just gonna let this sit and cure, demold, and decorate, which this will take quite a lot of embellishing, both of them. So I guess I'm happy I don't have any extras today. And I did take, I'll just take this stick. When you have lips like this, just take something and go up underneath them all, because bubbles love to hang out there. Although I don't see any, let's just do that. And I will turn my heat mat on, and this should be done in a couple hours. I think I have a little bit of this left. Maybe I'll throw that into something, we'll see. If those of you who are new are wondering how to clean this split cup, I just took some paper towels and I wiped out all the resin first, as much as I can get out. And then I just dumped a little bit of alcohol in here and got it cleaned out before it cures. You could let it cure, but then you'll be picking away all those little pieces when it's cured, and I don't like to do that. So just like new. It's time to unmold. I already did the hippo because that one is so hard to do, but look at him. He came out super adorable. He does have two little teeth right here. I just learned on the last video, so if you didn't see that and you have this mold, he's got two little teeth, so they're adorable. So we're gonna bling him up somehow. I have to find a color that goes well with this one. So let's get this one out. Hopefully there's no bubbles underneath the lip of this. And I don't see any. Amazing. Let's get this one out. I don't see a lot of pink in this one. Hardly at all. Like right here is where the pink landed, and at the tip. But it's nice and shiny. Really, really pretty. I love blue and purple together. Let's hopefully there's pink in this one. Let's unroll it. Oh good, there's pink in this one. Not a ton. There's some on this side, this top, but it's mostly blue and purple. So that is the split cup pour. I wonder if it just got mixed in or if it got buried because of the split cup. Oops. There's not a huge lip on this. Well, which I wonder why there's not. There's really... I'm just noticing now. Oh, I didn't completely pour it, so I think I'm going to pour a UV resin lip on there. Let me think if that's going to work or not. Yes. I'm just going to fill this up with some UV resin. You could do epoxy too, but just for sake of time, I'm going to fill this up and get it cured because I think I was short a half an ounce. Now when you do something this big with UV resin, make sure you hold the light up quite high for the first minute or so, or it could wrinkle, and then I'll be making the whole thing over again. I'm just going to grab a lighter. Get it to all the edges. Pop that little bubble right there. And I'm just gonna hold it up high for about a minute, and then I'm gonna lower it slowly and let it full cure. Well guys, I'm gonna re-pour the lid. I'm not crazy about how it's sitting on the top of the jar. The lip just is not good enough. So I mixed it all up, and I'm just gonna start again, and let's hope we get a better pink out of this. I'm just gonna shove that down in there. Let's see. I mixed up 3 ounces, and that should dome it properly. And it did not. I just measured this thing. So now I'm gonna do another ounce. Wow, this lid is giving me a run for my money. That's crazy. I just literally measured it, domed it with water accurately, and again, I'm a ½ ounce short. So if you're doing this lid mix up 4 ounces. I will do it off camera, and then I will get some of this stuff done while I'm waiting for this to cure, and hopefully we have a better outcome. Well, my friends, that's another one down in the books. Here are the only 2 extras I had today. So I mixed up another ounce, poured it in the lid, and I did it all in pink. So hopefully the pink would show, which a little bit came out. So I made a keychain with the rest out of this little starfish ripple mold, water ripple mold. This was the leftover rose gold. I stuck a little snowflake in gold on there. Here's the little hippo. So I chose light pink rhinestones to go with him. Put a butterfly. And she wanted flowers around the ears of the second one. So I did it on this one. A little bow and a flower in his hand. And then a bow on his back. Her back. I don't know why I always say his. 2 little rhinestones in the nose. I put the teeth in white. So that is the little hippo, and here is the jar. I blinged it out, some silver on the stem, of course rhinestones, which I need to move back into place. And these are like a opal color rhinestone. And this lid does look a little bit better. It's got some pink in there, at least a little bit anyway. The pink just got swallowed up for some reason by all the purple, I guess. So I guess if you put the jar lid on this way, now it's going in, and then if you turn it, it'll get tight. So I don't know. See, it'll hold on if you turn it, but if you unscrew, it's not really a screw top, so I don't know. Maybe it's just the shape that it ended up curing in. But hey, this one stays on, so I'm happy. It's not the biggest lip. It could have been a bigger lip because I domed this one, and it's not a whole lot better than the old one, but at least it's got pink in there. So that is it. I put some silver marker in all those grooves. That was definitely time consuming. And I put a cork piece on the bottom so it doesn't scratch her surfaces. And that's it. I will get you some photos. Thanks again for coming in today. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.